Hey, BMW. How are you doing today? Can you hear me? Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning? Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, because the first time I did this live stuff, look, nobody could hear me. So I've been wondering about that ever since. But um, good. I'm glad all is well. It has been some kind of week, hasn't it? I mean, this has been uh, a YouTube week for the beef sector history books because we have all seen some stuff go on. It's been like riding a roller coaster. And I hope we're on our way to having a really nice weekend and not, the problem is that, hi, Mysterious Mermaid, the problem is that it often tends to get worse over the weekend. But this subject, I just thought I would come on here and discuss this for a minute. And because I'll be honest with you, ignorance it really ticks me off. And when someone is pretending to be ignorant, you know, that really, that really ticks me off. Hi, Miss Leo. It really ticks me off. So I wanted to go into this doxing because I heard something um, last night, early, this morning, depending on where you were, that got me slightly perturbed because I'm noticing that when it comes to doxing, okay, people want to deflect and assign blame for the sole purpose of hiding their own culpability and accountability. And this is really, really something that, you need to stop, people need to stop doing. Um, as we all know, they blame Sean for everything. But if you're going to blame him, blame yourself first. So, doxing, okay, the lexicon history of the word, it used to be called dropping documents. Then it moved on to dropping docs, DOCS. And then it went to dropping docs, DOX. And then doxing. And who is the doxer? The person who makes it public with malicious intent. And it is a form of retaliation combined with harassment. Now, Showing a video of what someone sent you, okay, that doesn't change anything. On whose platform was it shown? That is the doxer. And it's defined in the Urban Dictionary because that's more current with everyday use. Using private information to attack someone with whom you disagree by publishing their information, opening them to abuse, ridicule, and even danger. So what people need to get straight is that, you know, you can have your sources or whatever. The minute you, under your name on your channel, publish it and the public sees it, you are the doxer. And when you publish it with malicious intent, because that's combined. And I know what you're saying about court documents, Ms. Leo, but if you also do that for, you know, with malicious intent, it's considered doxing because the intent is to harass. So it's like a combination of the two. And, you want to show, oh, look what this person did. Or, oh, look what this person, they got arrested. Oh, here's their mugshot. Okay. There are millions of mugshots out there. So when you get that mugshot and you put it on your channel, you're a doxer. But don't blame someone else for what you decided to put on your platform. And I think that's where it gets frustrating to hear people consistently um, say, oh, this person's a doxer, this person doxed that person. But then to turn around and say, oh, he doxed her because, you know, um, I got the information, but you put it on your platform. Bottom line, you're the doxer. And that's a choice. But don't go around blaming everybody else for what you actually did. Stand in it. Like you got everybody says over here, stand in your ish, okay? And yeah, I did it. This is what I did, blah blah blah. But if you didn't put it on your platform, okay, you are not the doxer. And this person wants to cover themselves and say, "Oh, I didn't do anything. I'm he did it." No, that's a doggone lie. And people need to stop assigning blame and deflecting, you know, and not being accountable for what they did. Now, we all know who I'm talking about, and we all know what she did and what she does all the time. And she is a doxer because she puts it on her platform. And if you put it on your community page, it is still doxing. Now, people think that you can't be accountable for what you put on your community page. But, you know, I've heard people who've been on YouTube a long time say, oh, they can't do anything about what's on your community page. Yes, you can. That's why there's a little flag on there. And if you opt to file some sort of privacy complaint and you give the link to that community page, yes, something can be done about it and will be done. But this ignorance about what the actual term means, and Miss Leo, I saw where you said, yeah, it gets on your nerves too. Yeah, because ignorance is frustrating and it doesn't make a lot of sense for people to go around um, being willfully ignorant. I mean, you can look up doxing on Wikipedia. You can look up doxing anywhere. It's even in Webster's dictionary. So to come on here, and I'm speaking mainly about content creators or people who do lives, spreading this misinformation and disparaging people and falsely accusing people without admitting that they are the actual doxer. So I wanted to share, that because it's really frustrating and I need to do it in the moment. I had not planned to do a live, but some of the things I've seen that are being said and done and fingers pointed in the wrong direction, it is, like I said, it's frustrating, but it also ticked me off. Hey D, hi Miss B. So so when they were all reporting, um, yeah, yeah, reporting versus putting the actual documents out there. You can talk about whatever you want to because of freedom of speech. But when you put the actual document out there, Miss Leo, that is when it becomes doxing. You know, you can get on in here and say, I heard this and that, allegedly this and that. Oh, this is what I think. And so, you know, unless you put the document up there for people to see, reporting on it versus actually showing the document. Okay. Showing the document is doxing. And, that's why I gave a history of the word because a lot of people don't know that the word doxing came from documents and then got shortened to docs. And then people started spelling it with an X at the end of it. And they do it with celebrities, Miss B, but you think about this. How many times do you see them reporting on it versus showing actual court documents? And when they do it using actual documents, not just court documents, but any document, that's when it becomes doxing because the word is document. They can say this person did this and they got in this trouble or they did that, and suddenly, you know, they're not called doxers because they have not shown the actual connecting document. So a lot of people, everybody on here can do a live and report on everything. Yeah. Well, documents are readily available too. Yeah, you're right. But a lot of the documents that people obtain, okay, they're readily available too. I don't know if any of you have Googled yourselves, but if you Google yourself, you'll find out how much of your information is out there. And all they got to do is click the link, and there's a document. They can print it out. And, it's one thing to know it and share it behind the scenes or whatever. But whoever takes it from that point and puts it onto their channel or onto the internet, even in a blog, if you put somebody's stuff, if you have a blog, I have a blog, and if you put something out there that, it's a blog about being angry or whatever, you fall into that category even with a blog because you now put it onto the internet. And yeah, and when you see your name and then you, Miss B and Miss Leo, and you click on it, hey, Melancholy, and you click on it, it might be something that's not even true, but it's out there. But there's a rabbit hole that'll take you down into where all of these documents just start coming up. And it's the responsibility of the person who has the channel or whatever social media platform they may have, it's a responsibility for them to know that they are doxing. And a lot of people don't realize it. The thing is that the laws have not quite caught up with the amount of doxing that goes on, but there are laws against it. And when you have the malicious intent, then it becomes cyberbullying and harassment. And that's actionable in any court of law. And no court is going to say, oh, well, yeah, you showed your phone with it in there. You still showed it. You put a mugshot on your community page. You still showed it. So, and some know melancholy and they don't care, but they can find out. But I'm really concerned that people hear this and then they pass it on and say, "Oh, this person doxed her." No, the person who did the doxing is the person who made it public. And yeah, Harvey is a lawyer, so he knows exactly, you know, what he's not supposed to do. Miss Leo, you're absolutely right. And he's very careful about that because he's built up a big platform and he learned a lot of things. I remember when before he had TMZ, he was doing investigative reporting regarding LAPD, and they harassed him to no end. So he moved on to celebrity reporting. So, yeah, private, yeah, D, thank you. Passing information privately is, not doxing. Now, if you pass it to the person and they put it on their platform, ultimately, they are the doxer and they are responsible, you know, and it is what it is. And so when you have all of these things going on with people um, doing this, no, we need to know, everybody needs to know who is the doxer. And ultimately, the doxer is the person who puts it on their platform. And, don't hold up a phone and say, see, see, this person sent this to me. See, what did you just do? You put it on your platform. You showed it. So, you know, anyway, everyone, that's kind of what I wanted to bring to your attention. You know, and yeah, Miss B, deflecting and assigning blame to others. You know, and if they don't understand, they will understand because when you call someone a doxer and they are not, okay, um, an attorney said, I got this from an attorney, then that's slander and defamation of character. So you need to be careful the terms you use when you um, make accusations against someone. Because if you call someone a doxer, you better know what it means because there are people who will sue you for slander and defamation of character. And it will be federal, as we've heard before, federal. It will be federal because the internet is considered federal because it crosses state lines, you know. And yeah, Miss Leo, wanting others to be doxers to justify their own doxing and blaming them and then like I said, not taking responsibility for their own actions. So I hope that the right people can see this because, you know, I think that people need to stop putting that label on people if they're not doing it, you know. And the person who does the doxing, they really are the ones who should stop blaming other people for exactly what they're doing. Hi, Maturish. Don't blame other people for your actions and point a finger at that person when you are the one who did it. So, like I said, it's been a heck of a week, you know. Right, Ursula, you know, and it's no telling who all had it. But it's been a heck of a week. I hope, because here on YouTube in this sector or this algorithm, um, it seems to get more lit on the weekends. I'm just hoping that everyone can find a way to have a peaceful weekend and kind of sidestep some of the drama. But it's been all week long, part of the last weekend, and it's just going on and on and on. And you know, it's a lot too much going on. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. And right, Miss B, you cannot revoke your doxing card if you dox somebody. But everyone, um, please have a wonderful, peaceful weekend. That's my wish for you. Um, you know, if you got to log off, because a lot of us are still trying to catch up with what's been going on. And so, see you all another time. And again, thank you all for coming to see me. BF, you late, hon. Hello to you, though, and Starbell. Okay. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.